jobs of the future are right here in South Dakota. And once again, we have the fastest growing incomes in America. This growth is sustainable, it is permanent, and there won't be a better opportunity in the future to do this tax cut. My team and I are fully confident that this is the right tax cut at the right time, and I want your help to get it done. Now, Medicaid expansion.
Governor Kristi Noem speaking on her campaign promise to eliminate the state's grocery tax cut during her annual budget address. Good evening, I'm Andrea Anderson.
I'm Brian Allen. Governor Noem hitting on a number of major proposals earlier today at the state capitol, but perhaps the most notable of them all, her plan to get rid of that state grocery tax. Our Austin Goss, live in Pierre, tells us more here at 6. Austin.
Good evening, Brian. That's right. During the general election, Governor Kristi Noem committed to repealing the state's tax on groceries. Today, she brought forth a plan to the state legislature, which she says makes it possible to do so. Efforts in previous years to repeal the tax have come up short, with many lawmakers suggesting it would be irresponsible for the state to remove that tax revenue without another plan.
We have $310 million in permanent revenue growth. We still, even after this tax cut, will have $208 million that will be available to us to meet the needs that the state government is responsible for. We have been exceeding estimates by about $25 million per month. The people of South Dakota overwhelmingly want this tax cut, and they know that we can afford it.
Noem's budget says that the cut would cost the state $102.4 million, giving the legislature plenty of room to spare.
Eliminating it's always been the right thing to do, but especially with inflation, it's just really crucial that we are taking care of this problem.
It fits into the budget puzzle with a number of other proposals Noem brought to the table, including to provide free tuition to National Guardsmen, infrastructure funding, and 5% raises for state employees, teachers, and healthcare workers.
I like the fact that at this time when there is available revenue that we're taking care of some ongoing issues. For instance, the software updates for our accounting systems. We're putting money towards targeting certain classes of employees that are hard to hire and hard to keep.
Still fresh off a resounding re-election effort, Noem will look to navigate her budget through a largely new legislature, still looking to find a unified, coherent vision.
We have choices to make that will come with consequences for generations to come. If we are wise, we will preserve for our children the last best hope on earth. If we fail, well, Ronald Reagan defined that type of failure as sentencing our children to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness. Well,
Many more details will come to light around some of these proposals that Noem brought today in the lead up to the state legislative session and during her State of the State address. That will be on January 10th. Live in Pierre, Austin Goss, Dakota News Now.
All right, Austin, thanks.